It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see two teams with plenty of shots at it, but no Super Bowls yet. It's the Bills and the Vikings, and it's all up next.
It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Well, Brock, we saw Week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now two more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to Week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Whether it was Hope Springs, the
It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
And he's tackled for no gain.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, second down coming up.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Bills. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
He's on the move. He keeps it and takes up. Oh, the football's loose. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. Third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Hauled in left side. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll get this to Jefferson. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. 3rd and long for him here. This finds Mitchell, complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. He'll start from the 39. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Bills will take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They send a man in motion. Allen on 3rd and short. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. The Bills with a punt team out there. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They give it to him again. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
14 yards. That's good for the Vikings. 1st down.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's another Vikings. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Finds a man right side. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
McCarthy to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Man in motion here. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
That's good for Vikings. First down.
Running this one left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 19. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he'll go down here at the 16. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
McCarthy throwing here. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings go up 6-0 here in the first. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Hardy on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. On first down, Allen. That's incomplete left side.
You can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
First tone of the game for James Cook. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now after the play, it looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. First and 10, here's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. Third down coming. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That one's incomplete over the middle. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Got 46 on his first punch, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Mitchell up the middle. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Here's Mitchell again. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Daquan Hardy to return this for the Bills. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Play action now. Allen. Complete out to the right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Slot man in motion right. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's sure nice to see for this defense when a run heads out there to this corner's domain, to the outside, well, he's able to finish the play off. And the best part, well, a sure tackle from a corner, no chance he was slipping out of that one.
Oh, he's gonna run for it. Oh, he lost the football. And no turnover, it's gonna stay with the offense. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 28. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
First down, Bills.
Tight end going in motion here. First down throw for Allen. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So it's 2nd down coming up. Back to the air, Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings taking the field on offense. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. He finds space for a few yards that time. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. They'll run here on first down. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
And 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now lead by 10. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings drive their lead to 11. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Hardy on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bills set to take over offensively. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Allen now on first down. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Allen looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Allen to throw. Coleman with the grab. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Vikings football. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Shovel pass complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. 16 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back to the well again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's on the move. And they score! It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings make it a 3-possession game. J.J. McCarthy the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Hardy on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another one for Cook. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running back sent in motion. Allen on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Vikings back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good for a gain of 5. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now it's McCarthy. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Dump off caught by his back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. So out now comes the punter. Back deep to Quan Hardy. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Receiver in motion going left. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Allen setting up to throw. And this is another incompletion.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt, and it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he's brought down at the line. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he gets him around 6 there. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. Now ahead of 3rd down, we get a pause here. They're gonna call a timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd and 4 coming up now. McCarthy throwing here. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing from the gun here. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's McCarthy to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective. Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. And that pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Reichert on for the point after. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our 1st half. That brings us to our 1st halftime of the new season. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 16-10, the final. From there, we head up to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Najee Harris, over 100 on the ground in the victory. In the first half, we saw a solid outing by the quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. He accounted for 3 touchdowns in that first half. 1 in the air, 2 more on the ground. And he's been electrifying to this point. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Hardy on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now here's the Bills offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to the air, it's Allen after the pick. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And now it's 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
Back to throw now, Allen. Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Sending a receiver left. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he can't hurt you with a return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. They've got a man in motion. On first down, Allen. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think a yard or two short of the 20 here. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 1. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll come up 1st and 10.
And the Bills first down.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Motioning left is their running back. Allen on 3rd down. Connects with Cook. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 11-yard line.
They give it to him again. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming.
It's 3rd and 7.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. And this one doesn't go far.
Complete to number 8.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Brought in at the 41. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Motioning the tight end now. They'll try the right side with Cook. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. We've set it downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Complete to Coleman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, but it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills make it an 18-point game. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Hardman with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second and long.
Second down and 20.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up.
Incomplete. The coverage by Dorian Williams.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start.
False start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And this is scooped up by the Bills! Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Hits his running back.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal. And they send a man in motion. First down, and they go right back to him. Breaks out the spin cycle. He's in. Touchdown. The Vikings can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Hardy on the return. And look at this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Now this offense getting set to work here. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. They've got first down from the 31. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And he's gonna go down right along the midfield stripe. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Allen now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Bills' ball as we start the 4th, but any efforts may be futile facing that deficit. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Play action now, Allen. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop, we're gonna say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. To throw again, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They motion a receiver left. Allen gonna throw again. On the move, headed right. He's on the move. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First down, Bills.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup.
2nd and 3 now.
2nd and 3 at the Vikings 17-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. From the 17. Catch made over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Blitz coming here, Allen. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Pressure coming, it's Allen. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Back to throw now, Allen. Flush down out to his left. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills putting up points in a game decided. Josh Allen, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Bills 17.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Hardman with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Another carry for him. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 3rd down.
After the penalty, 3rd and a yard coming up. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down after a modest gain up to the 46. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Addison going in motion right. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. The run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Has a lane inside the 35. And they take him down right along the 30. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Back to the well again. And he'll manage to get this one down to the 27. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On play action now, McCarthy. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
McCarthy throwing here. The back grabs it. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Reichert on for the point after.
The extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings continue piling on to this lead.
Bills 17.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
Kickoff for the Vikings.
Hardy on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. First down throw for Allen. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Some heat on that throw, and it's caught. And he's brought down for a loss.
Yeah, every receiver wants the ball, but they all want their touches. That is until you run a bubble screen, and that receiver knows it's doomed, and he's going to take a shot like that.
Putting the tight end in motion. Allen on third down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Running back sent in motion. Desperation time here on fourth. Gets this to Kincaid. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Again, Allen to the air. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Bills' first down.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Second and 4. Finds the in route complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. They've got first down from the 31. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Connects with Cook. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Allen looking to throw. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So now it's second and long. They kick the running back in motion. Here we go, second and very long. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills make it an 18-point game. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock?
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Here's the handoff. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
Second down at the 43-yard line.
Handoff to the back. Past midfield to the 45. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 1 yard on the run. They're going to need to pull a rabbit out of the hat, Brock, on this third and very long. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.